You looked in the mirror this morning and something felt off. Not wrong exactly. Just older than you know you are. You couldn't place it. That's the part nobody talks about. Because the thing that's quietly adding years to your face? It's not your skin. It's not your makeup. It's your hair. And most women don't realize it until someone says something. Or worse, until they see a photo. The mistakes I'm covering today are the ones I see most often. And some of them, you've probably been doing for years without knowing. Part 3 is the one that surprises women the most, because it feels like the safe choice. It's not. I researched the worst style and beauty mistakes and the best fixes for women over 50, so you get real results fast. If you haven't already, hit subscribe. I cover this every week. Part 1. The length that's working against you. Here's a question nobody ever asks at the salon. What if the length you've been loyal to for 20 years is the one thing quietly making you look older? I know. That's a hard thing to hear. You've had the same length for so long it feels like you. But that feeling, that's exactly what makes this one so easy to miss. And here's the thing. Most women don't look at length as a problem. They look at it as identity. I've always had long hair. I love the weight of it. I hear this all the time. And I get it. But length, when it hits in the wrong place, pulls everything downward. Your eyes. Your cheekbones. The whole read of your face. It drags. And faces over 60 simply cannot afford that drag. This is the one a friend of mine heard and immediately called her stylist. She'd been keeping her hair at mid-back for 15 years. Thought it was her look. Turns out it was the reason her face looked heavier than it actually is. So what does length actually do to the face? Here's the part most people never think about. When hair falls straight past the shoulder, especially when it's one flat, unbroken curtain of length, it creates a visual line that runs directly downward from your face. And the eye follows that line. Down. Away from your cheekbones. Away from your eyes. Away from everything that makes your face beautiful. That's 4 to 6 years of apparent age added without touching a single thing on your face. The fix isn't drastic. It's strategic. If you're still holding on to length below the shoulder with no layering, the swap is a soft layered cut that falls somewhere between the collarbone and just below the jaw. Not blunt. Not flat. Layered, with pieces that move around your face and pull attention upward, back toward your eyes. Yes, that's simple. If the idea of losing length feels too big, ask your stylist specifically for internal layers. They reduce the visual weight and create movement without changing the overall length dramatically. You keep some of what you love, but the drag disappears. The maintenance piece here is simple. A trim every 8 to 10 weeks to preserve the shape of those layers. Layers that grow out without upkeep go flat. Flat is the enemy. Keep the shape, and the shape keeps working for you every single morning. What I'm covering in the next part. Most women find it even harder to hear. But it's the one that matters most. Part 2. The style that's stealing your bone structure. Bold statement. And I mean it. The most common hairstyle choice for women over 60 is also the one doing the most damage. Not because it's ugly. Because it's invisible. And invisible is the worst thing your hair can be. There's something about a hairstyle that blends into the background of a woman's face that takes years of impact away from her. Quietly, steadily, without her ever knowing what's happening. The style I'm talking about is the flat, uniform bob. Jaw length. No layers. No texture. No movement. Just a solid line of hair sitting on either side of the face. And the reason it's so common? Because it feels like a clean, sensible, low-maintenance choice. And it is. But clean and sensible are not the same as flattering. And after 60, that distinction matters more than it ever has before. Here's the truth nobody tells you at the salon. A jaw-length blunt bob without texture or internal layering frames the lower half of your face. And when the lower half of your face gets framed, the upper half disappears. Your eyes get smaller. Your cheekbones go quiet. Your bone structure, that beautiful, striking bone structure that has only become more defined with age, gets buried. This is the one I wish someone had told me years ago. That blunt line at the jaw is not a frame. It's a wall. There's a reason this is the hardest mistake to spot on yourself. You've looked at this style for so long that you think it looks right. Your eye is adjusted. The problem is everyone else's eye isn't. The fix starts with two things: length and texture. The swap is from the jaw-length blunt bob to a layered bob that falls slightly below the jaw, or a lob with soft point cutting at the ends so the hair lifts and moves rather than sitting flat. Those extra 2 inches of length redirect the eye upward, and the texture at the ends creates the kind of visual movement that signals life and vitality. Write this one down. Ask your stylist specifically for point-cut ends and face framing pieces that start just below the cheekbone. Those 2 phrases will change everything about how the cut falls. For maintenance, ask for a shape refresh every 6 to 8 weeks. With a textured lob, the ends are doing the work, and when the ends grow out, the work stops. Stay on schedule and the style stays flattering. Let it go too long, and it collapses back into the flat look you just left behind. Coming up next, the one swap that takes 30 seconds and changes how your entire face reads on camera. Part 3: the part and the years it adds. You want to know what surprises women most? It's not a dramatic haircut. It's not a length. It's something most women do every single morning without giving it a single thought. The part. The middle part. And before you say, "But I've always parted my hair in the middle," stay with me. Because I know you have. That's the problem. There's something about the middle part that feels classic, timeless. And in your 20s and 30s, that's exactly what it was. The symmetry worked because the face was fuller, the hairline was denser, and the volume sat naturally on both sides. But here's what changes after 60. Hair becomes finer, the crown begins to thin, and facial symmetry shifts. A middle part on a mature face doesn't create balance, it creates exposure. It exposes a thinning crown. It emphasizes any asymmetry in the face, and it pulls the eye straight down the center line of the face rather than outward and upward toward the cheekbones and eyes. The result? More years. Quietly. Every morning. There's something about this that nobody in this space talks about. A middle part on fine hair after 60 actually removes the illusion of volume entirely, because it separates the hair into 2 equal flat sections, and flat sections have no lift. This is the one that always gets pushed back first. But I've parted my hair this way my whole life. I know you have. And I'm not asking you to change everything. I'm asking you to move your part 1 inch. 1 inch. That's it. A side part, even a very slight one, does 3 things at once. It creates lift at the crown by allowing hair to fall at an angle rather than straight down. It adds asymmetry to the framing of your face, which photographs and reads as youth. And it redirects the eye diagonally, which is always more flattering than a straight center line. The swap is this: from a sharp middle part to a soft side part sitting roughly above the arch of your eyebrow. Not a hard side part slicked flat. That's dated, and I'll cover it in a future video. A soft, effortless-looking side part with a small amount of root-directed airflow from a round brush or diffuser pointed at the crown. The maintenance here isn't a salon thing, it's a morning thing. Retrain your part by consistently pulling the hair to the side before it dries. After 2 weeks, it holds naturally. Tell your stylist you've switched to a side part and ask them to cut the face framing pieces on that side slightly shorter. It makes the new part look intentional and polished. The next mistake is the one I see most often, and the most expensive one to fix if you leave it too long. Part 4. The color choice that's adding years overnight. Most women think color is about covering gray, and I understand that. The impulse is real, and it comes from a real place. But here's what color is actually doing after 60, and why the wrong choice isn't fixing years, it's adding them. This one is everything. I watched a woman in a salon chair last week. Stunning bone structure, perfect posture, and she was showing her colorist a picture of what she wanted. A rich, deep, uniform brown. The color she'd had in her 40s. She didn't know she was asking for the one thing that would work hardest against her face. Because that color, that single flat, cool tone brown with no variation, was going to sit against skin that no longer has the warmth and pigment it had at 40. And the contrast was going to read as harsh. Not rich. Harsh. There's a reason this is the most common hair color mistake I see in women over 60. It's not vanity. It's memory. You remember the color that worked. You want to go back to it. But your face has evolved, and your color needs to evolve with it. Here's the insight that changes how you think about color permanently. After 60, the skin loses some of its natural warmth and luminosity. That's just biology, which means the hair color that used to complement your skin now competes with it. A flat, cool tone brown or a single process box color pulls all the warmth out of your complexion and makes your skin look dull, gray, or sallow. None of which is true, but all of which reads that way in photographs and in real life. The fix isn't going lighter. It's going dimensional. The swap is from flat, single-tone color to a multi-tonal technique. Specifically, soft face framing highlights in warm honey, champagne, or caramel tones placed around the front sections of the hair. Not all over. Not heavy. Just enough dimensional warmth near the face to reflect light back onto your skin. Balayage works beautifully for this. So does a technique called baby lights. Very fine, soft highlights woven through the top sections that add depth without a hard line of demarcation. Ask your colorist specifically for warm tonal variation around the face. Those 4 words alone will shift the conversation. The maintenance piece on color is the most important one in this entire video. Ask your colorist to use a toner that sits in warm, not cool. Cooler toners are used when people want to neutralize brassiness. But after 60, a small amount of warmth in the tone is your best friend. A warm toner every 6 to 8 weeks keeps the color looking alive between appointments and keeps your skin looking luminous, without any extra effort. I didn't expect part 4 to be the one people message me about most. But it always is. You just learned the 4 most common hair mistakes aging women over 60, and the exact fixes a stylist would charge good money to tell you. Length, shape, part, and color. For things. That's it. And now you know all of them. Boom. Your bone structure was always this stunning. Now it shows. Tell me in the comments. Which of these 4 mistakes were you making without even knowing it? I read every single one. Next time, we're getting into the one makeup mistake that adds 10 years overnight, and it's hiding in a product almost every woman over 50 owns. Like this video, subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path, and I'll see you in the next one.